Sitting beside her husband, Pawan was looking out of the window, but her husband, Jeon Jungkook, aka the bad boy of the university, was driving car while taking a glance at his wife Wan. Wan suddenly looked at him when he held her hand. Wan smiled at him, which he replied. Suddenly, their car was stopped at the signal. Wan looked at Jungkook, who was glaring at someone. Wan looked in the direction and saw two boys sitting on the back who were eyeing Wan. When the signal was green, Jungkook didn't miss the chance and side dodged them, making their bike miss balance. Wan looked at him being done, but he was smirking. Wan, why would you do that? Jungkook, you know I don't like when anyone keep their eyes on me. Jungkook pressed his lips at the back of her head. Okay, now park the car here. Jungkook looked at Wan and parked the car at the side. She was about to step outside, but Jungkook didn't lift her hand, making her frown. Don't you think it's time to disclose our relationship? Why not now, Jungkook? At the end of this year, we will tell everyone, but not now. I don't want any free attention. Jungkook signed and nodded his head. Vine smiled and came forward. She plastered a soft kiss in his forehead and went outside the car. After a few minutes, she entered inside the premises. Jungkook also went inside, maintaining his cold and dark aura. Well, he was only sought for his wife. Shelley said to Vine, where was he last night? Wine yesterday he bullied Mark, remember? All night he was getting scolded by me and remain night he was trying to make up with me. Shelley giggled and Wine turned towards Jungkook who was still looking at her. He raised his eyebrow making her smile. After the class, Wine was in the garden of university with Shelley. They were working on the assignment. Suddenly Jungkook came with his friends and sat a little far from her, keeping his eye on her. Wine took out his phone and sent a message. What are you doing here? Jungkook, keeping an eye on my wife. Wine shook her head while looking at him, but then her attention went on her classmate William, who was coming towards her. Wine stood up. Williams was a bully of this university. Everyone was scared of him except Jungkook. William, you know what I'm saying, Wine, and I don't accept no. Wine, then I'm sorry, William, but I'm not interested in you. Saying that Wine was about to leave, but William held her hand and stopped her. William, where do you think you are going? Wine, I told you I'm not interested and I already have someone in my life. William held her hand tightly and said, what? Who is that? Wine began to go out from his grip, but then someone held William's hand tightly. William looked at him, and he was none other than Jungkook, who was fuming in anger. Vine was looking at him, who was walking towards the car, being all red in anger. His veins were visible on his neck, and he was walking hurriedly. He was angry, but his half on her hand was gentle. But she knew about his anger. He went towards his car and opened the door for her. She hurriedly went inside, and he went towards the driving seat and drove off. All the way Jungkook was silent, and Vine was seeing it all. She was taking glances at him. Jungkook was driving aggressively, and Vine was getting scared. Vine, Jungkook slowed down. Jungkook tightly gripped the steering, but then his attention went on Vine, who was getting scared. He closed his eyes and then parked his car at the door. He turned towards Vine and held her hand. Jungkook, I'm sorry, Vine. I didn't want you to disclose it, but I didn't have another choice. Vine cupped his face and said, don't worry, everything that happened was okay for me. I was not okay to disclose it at first, but now I think it's good. Next day, Vine came to university. Shelley was on off. Vine looked here and there outside her locker that everyone was looking at her while taking. After all, yesterday, her secret was disclosed that she is the wife of Heartthrob Jungkook. Just as Vine locker closed her locker, Lucy came and slammed her at the locker, making her hiss in pain. Lucy, so you are his wife, huh? How dare you to keep your eyes on him? Vine gritted her teeth when Lucy talked to her like that, especially when she mentioned about Jungkook. Lucy, I'm warning you, Vine. Leave him and go away because he is. Before Lucy could finish, Vine held her hand and slammed her at the locker. She pushed her head to locker and said angrily, he is mine. Dare you to take his name from your mouth. I will make you pay for your life. Vine pulled her head from the locker and pushed her at the distance, and she fell just near the feet of Jungkook. Lucy looked at Jungkook, who was already glaring at her. She slowly stood up, and Jungkook whispered, "You don't know what happened when she gets angry. It's better for you to leave and don't show your face to her. Or more specifically, don't you dare to talk to her like that again." Lucy gulped when she looked at Vine, who was glaring at her. She hurriedly left from there, and Vine went towards Jungkook and held her hand, making every girl jealous. Bye, let's go, husband. We are getting late for the class. Jungkook, as you say, my love. Jungkook smirked and they both left for their class hand in hand. Vine smirked when she saw every girl looking at them being jealous. And same goes for Jungkook. He was calm with the look on every boy's face. Vine, finally they all know whom you belong. Jungkook chuckled and said, yes, and finally I can hold you as much as I want. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.